Well, welcome back to our Super Tuesday recap. This is your host, Chris and Deepom. And we're back because Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back. Oh, man, it's been so long. Season 5, episode 11. It's only 11. Only episode 11. Actually, technically, episode 99, because next week is episode 100. All the comforts of home, Coulson and his team are out to rewrite the fate of humanity, but they are unaware how the changes will affect one S.H.I.E.L.D. agent's life. We're getting the arms, yo. We're getting the arms.
Let's save it.
Okay, we're saving the arms. Okay, we save the arms.
Save it.
Save the arms. I'm very excited.
The look of joy on this team's face when they realized that they made it home.
Ah, bro.
Like, we'll talk about what happens at the end, but the way they're able to handle the tonal shifts in an hour, because you go from hopeful to absolutely goofy with the Rick Stoner video. Electronic mail, advancing in the future.
Which is, by the way, is just fucking hilarious.
It's just the whole, like, the way they were playing, like, they got legitimate laughs out of me in the beginning of this episode. Mm-hmm. And it was hopeful and it was positive, and you're in the lighthouse and the 3 other monoliths, which is fucking terrifying.
Oh, God, dude. Like, I love the reaction was like, what the fuck are these doing here? What are we doing here? What is this? Why are we...
Whoa, no. Like, they got real serious real fast.
We didn't come here for this.
Not even a little bit.
Right.
Not even a little bit. And, yeah, man, it's just, we're going to meet another Chronicom, which they're the Watchers, right?
Basically.
Unless their true nature has revealed something sinister, they're the Watchers. And, like, this is how you come back from a break, man.
So, we said this. The show going into a break and the show coming out of a break are always just, it's going to be something. You better be fucking prepared. And, yeah.
And they trick you because this episode starts so light. Like, watching them go into town and steal the van and get stopped by the cop, and they play it for laughs. It's played lighter. It's played like old school, like very basic S.H.I.E.L.D. fare. It's very like, okay, this is a reset episode. We're regaining our bearings. We're going to move forward. Oh my God, look, it's Piper. Fucking Piper. We miss Piper. Holy shit, Piper. Good to see you.
I miss Piper. I miss Piper for like 2 seconds.
Piper too until after that commercial break. Then I was like, fuck Piper, man.
I was like, wait, come on. Not Piper. Come on, man. Like, can we not even get a minute?
Real, Piper thought they were dead.
Oh, no, serious thing. Like, and it's going to be interesting seeing how she deals with it because, like you said, I mean, she had every reason to believe this. And at this point, General Hill, there was no reason for her not to believe General Hill wanted to help them. No reason to believe that. So... Yeah. I get it. I get it, but...
Well, also the revelation that they're on not just wanted list, they were the most wanted, that would give me pause to trust the government. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe Piper should ask more questions.
maybe a few more questions. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more questions. Maybe a few more. Yeah, 1 or 2 more here. I get that. But like you said, they've been gone, and she was left alone. So, oh man,
let's stop that section there.
Yeah,
let's talk about my man Deke.
I was like, oh, as soon as Deke showed up, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was like, he's going to run up a bar tab somewhere and not be able to pay because
he's gonna do the exact same thing any of us would do every time.
Exactly, because I was like, that's what I would fucking do.
A bar,
right? And also,
the fact that when he turns to Daisy later on, it's like, you think going outside? Oh, by the way, there's an outside?
Right.
Like, outside exists now. Like, that's crazy, man.
So, here's the other thing, too. Shout out to whoever directed this episode for making it so that he does not eat that ice cream that came out of the trash can because...
Oh, man. I felt queasy watching.
I was like, oh, God, please, no. Not like this. Not like this. Like, I know he's new. I know why he would want to do this, but please don't make him do this. Please don't make him... I don't want to see this. I really don't.
And they didn't do it.
Thank God.
They went to the line. Like, sometimes, even for Into S.H.I.E.L.D., that was a bridge too far.
Oh, man, it was close, man. It was really, really, whew, you got me, guys. You really fucking got me. Oh, man. Oh.
And then Daisy having to break him out of jail.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love how they played that with the, like, I knew, just because look, I to this point, I'm pretty much aware of a lot of the things that this show does and the Agent show does. So I knew that it was probably. I figured out it was probably going to be Piper, probably quicker than a lot of people did. Maybe because but I like the way. Even though I knew that, I like the way they set it up because you can think that maybe it's the cop. You know, you can think that maybe it's the cop because it's the same cop that is that saw Coulson and them leave. He's all of a sudden says you got more paper. He keeps looking at Daisy suspiciously. There's all this paperwork, so you start going, oh, maybe it's the cop. Like maybe it's that. So
I think the cop. I think the cop called her in too.
Yeah. Oh,
I think that's gonna come out later, but like, I think you're right. That like when we saw the call come in and hailed, that was about Piper.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the cop called out too.
Okay.
Maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe this show just got me so on edge. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a problem for them as well. It's just the whole episode was balanced so well, story told so well, so focused, and Deke in the past could have been a lot worse. And Daisy pointed out that when he gets in trouble, he snitches. So she had to like go find him. Like that's actually
I don't do that, Deke,
bruh. Like
that's kind of what
I forgot. Daisy hasn't. That's how she got captured.
Right. Remember, she just said she was going to kill you. So.
Oh yeah, and you followed her.
Right. So just saying, you might want to just go ahead and take that L. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yo, Deke, not being able to drink beer, but getting shit faced on Zima.
Bruh, listen.
He was like this, but delicious. Wonderful.
Listen, dude.
This has been a very joyless season. That was some real happiness.
No, I needed that. I needed him to just have, like you said, that moments of joy of having a shitty beer. It's tasty. It's like, you got anything that tastes better? Oh, and also I love the fact that the detail of this is, but again, going to the idea of all this has happened before. Actually, no, I guess that doesn't matter. He said he hasn't been there unless they wiped his mind. Because how did Deke know that town? What was it, Riverdale? I can't remember what the name of the town was.
Outside of St. Louis, somewhere outside.
Yeah, that's what it looked like in Deke's simulation.
Oh yeah, I guarantee his program.
Yeah. So
oh yeah, no, I agree with that. I thought, well, I think that's actually a really good point. It's a good catch. So whoever survived to make this den of I guess the framework is probably from that town.
Yeah.
Probably going to meet them in the course of the next episodes.
Yeah. You know, because like when he walks in, he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe!" And even outside of that, like one of the buildings looked like one of the buildings. Cause remember, he didn't have a lot to go off of, but like it looked like that. And so, yeah, I noticed that immediately. And so, yeah, it's gonna be like you said, but I like the tone of that, and it's something that was so very fucking unexpected to see Deke in this time period. But now you get the old man at a time type deal and all this stuff going. So I'm yeah.
Hey, speaking of things that we didn't expect, hey, Creel.
Of course.
A team, huh? Thunderbolts?
I mean, why not?
Thunderbolts versus Secret Warriors, which got a lot Secret Warrior-ish this week. We'll talk about that in a second.
I'm fine with that. I'm down. I'm actually down with that. It's like,
me too.
Let's do it. Team versus team. I'm down. Let's see it. I'm all over for that. I like the idea of, again, find out that this is the lighthouse. This is what they actually started with. And what it was is an old shield bunker. And I like that, you know, a couple things. So when we first started off, I love the fact that, and this is something that I think a lot of other shows can deal with. Daisy and Coulson don't dwell.
Yep.
Basically, Coulson's like, "Yo, I need you here. I needed you here. I wasn't. You know me well enough. You know I wasn't gonna leave you behind." And Daisy just basically like, "Yeah, I know that. Yeah, just like, and thank you, because you know what? We're mature enough to understand that there was no way Coulson was going to leave her behind, and there's no way Daisy would hold that against him, knowing that how much he cares about her. Just wasn't going to happen. So we don't dwell on it, and they say their piece. We move on to other things. So there's so many other things that happen in this episode that we don't have to worry about spending half an episode with Daisy quietly stewing and mad at Coulson. Oh, it'll come back up later on.
Oh,
but right now,
they're not talking about it, but there's more pressing shit happening. We just time traveled again.
Right. Right. So, I like that. We definitely see that. I'm assuming that it is when Coulson got stabbed by the knife. I'm assuming that's when Coulson. Yeah. So, which is weird because this then puts the whole time loop thing into perspective, because that means that if Coulson had never gone back, he never would have gone stabbed, which means they would have never have gone through whatever process they're going through now. That ends up being the fate, the destruction of the Earth. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's just one of those things. It's like, so, like, I don't know how you. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Don't know how to deal with that, yo. Let's see.
You're talking about Ruby?
Actually, before we get into Ruby and get into some stuff like that, a couple other things I wanted to point out just fun to me. This is where it starts, Hell on Earth, and we're back. I love their acknowledgement of the shit they've been through. So it was that, and then when they're in the van, and they were like, they were in that cramped ass van. They were like, it could be worse, and they literally start listing out all the things they've been through the last 5 seasons. And I'm like, shit, I did forget. Like, Fitz brought up being in the box in the bottom of the ocean, and I was like, oh my god, fighting Daisy's dad, fighting Daisy's mom. Like, I'm like, fuck.
Jimmy got thrown out of a plane in season 1.
Yeah.
Ward saved her.
Yeah. Never forget that. That was like, yeah. Like, there's so much, man. Like, and I'm like, shit. They really have been through a lot. Fuck.
And then, of course, May dancing.
Yes. Oh, man. So good. So good. So good. So good. Oh, my God. I just... So I love that. So let's talk about... Let's go and talk about Ruby.
We meet Ruby. She's a teenager in her bedroom who skipped a class, apparently. Her mom's pissed.
Millennials.
She's got a Quake poster. She's a fan. And then we meet Ruby and her team.
Her team of LMDs?
Yeah. Her LMD army. And when they turn to her and say, what do we do? Kill them. Now, YoYo, if you're going to disarm the whole room at super speed, why don't we just fight them all at super speed? Maybe you don't need to slowly swing like a bedpan at one of them. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But someone needs a doctor, because once Ruby got involved and she threw this...
I knew the arms were gone. I knew they were gone. I was like, they're going.
As soon as she did it, I was like, oh, shit. Because I thought they chopped her arms off to get the genetic material to make them more Inhumans in space. No, she lost her arms immediately after turning to Earth.
Because we saw her with arms before, so you didn't think about it. You're like, oh, well, it's not like they don't have technology. Because Coulson doesn't have a hand.
It's true. Know? She's going to get some metal arms, brother. And I'm going to go reread Secret Warriors, because apparently we're just doing all this shit right now.
Fuck, man. Like, I knew the arms were gone. I was just so excited, so happy. I was just like, they're doing it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have YoYo's arms. I mean, now granted, I think they're gonna give her regular looking arms. They're not gonna be metal like that, but she's gonna have. As far as I'm concerned.
Also, think about it this way: she's getting the arms. Absorbing Man is gonna be back on the show. Sledge, Jerry.
Yeah. Fuck.
Quake. things are getting weird.
We are really getting the Secret Warriors, guys.
They
It's
mentioned an Asgardian being spotted in the city, which I presume was Thor.
I thought that was Thor 2 from Thor Ragnarok.
So apparently, Ragnarok occurs at the same time as Civil War, which happens a week before Black Panther. So that's where we are time-wise, frame of reference.
Right.
So, yeah, they took the arms. Oh, man. And then we get the flash forward back to Ruby, who take the mask off and reveal that her mom, whether that's her mom or not, her bedroom is a prison.
Yeah.
And she's a weapon.
Yes.
And things are getting weird.
Well, it kind of goes to what we knew about General Hill before. Now I never could remember her name. I remember she shot like first. So when we begin the episode, Ruby asks her, "Are you the good guys? Are you one of the good guys?"
Mm-hmm.
And we know she's not because we saw her murder those other two that had been questioning Fitz. So she is not the good guys.
I don't think she's a good guy. I mean, she's probably not a good guy. I think we've seen her good guy stuff, but this show likes to twist expectations.
True.
So maybe she's a right thing or a wrong thing for the right reason type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But she is fixated on her target, isn't she?
So the thing about Ruby is she's really into. She wants Daisy for some reason. I don't know. That's kind of creepy. So now the question is why.
Yeah.
You know, and at this point, I gotta stop. I gotta stop trying to figure out what this show's motives are because I honestly just don't know at this point.
You just gotta hold on.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where I'm just like, your guess is as good as mine. What we're doing with this, like they even freaked us out with this episode with them doing the whole Kree thing because the Coulson and them were like, this is how the Kree come to this world. Turns out, I mean, it maybe still is, but at this point, this was a tactic to get them back out in the open. So, who knows? Like this is when you do. This to me is why Flash, when it did its whole I know the future episodes were failing, is we kind of knew the end of how things were going to go. It was never really it was never really in doubt. Here with Agent of Shield, I honestly just don't fucking know. I don't know how they're gonna go forward with this, and I feel like they're gonna keep fucking us with us like they did with this episode, which is, oh, you think this is how it starts? Nope, no, it's not. It's not gonna be this. It's gonna be something different every time. Hell, it might not even be the whole thing. We think the whole thing come down to Coulson hiding the fact that he's injured and that he's sick now, and it turned out it might not be that either. Like, we honestly don't know.
Yeah.
We know the pieces that we've been told, but the fact of the matter is, all the people we've gotten information from don't have all the pieces themselves. So we're only getting, if you think about it, secondhand information. Mm-hmm. So what happens? No clue. I'm just here for the ride, guys. Here for the ride.
This show, man.
Do you have anything else you want to say before we get into the emails?
Well, I just think that we're now, like, this is one of those, I know the news came out this week that they've written the finale to be the end of the show. And if that's where it ends, it sounds like they're doing it on their own terms, because this episode felt like the beginning of the end. Phil Coulson's been brought back to life, who has had the ghostwriter, who has a fake hand, would probably tell his friends that he's been stabbed and infected with something. That was weird to me. The fact that the beacon was a bomb. It was a backup plan. It was just for show. So they may not know that they actually called someone. which means whatever happens next isn't their fault. It's General Hale's fault.
Well, that's also what I meant by like we don't like. I want to say that the like you said, it was just a decoy, and that's not how the Kree are called. But then maybe the Kree do answer.
Right?
You know?
They were doing it. She was using it to call them. She didn't know anything else it could possibly call.
Right.
And it's one of those law of unintended consequences because between the war between Hale's little group that she's building and the agents, because Ghost Rider still owes Phil Coulson owes the Ghost Rider a debt.
Right.
He gave up something to the writer. And so maybe he gave up his soul, and so he knows there's no point in fighting this infection. I don't know. But I do know that the war between Hale and the Shield, right now we're on track for the end of the world. It's like YoYo kept saying, it's all happening, just like it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that when they got there, the first thing Daisy did was hug Mac.
Right.
That's your partner, man. That was a good little character touch.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into this email.
This is from Latoya. She says, "Look, I usually listen to y'all's recasts, which are wonderful, by the way. I always learn something, but I had to participate if possible this time. First, I was just going to say this episode had me all fucked up. That is all, but it wasn't enough. Look, best show on TV. We all know, but this episode, well, goddamn, you got 3 monoliths, Zeke getting drunk off of Zima, my nig, Piper as a goddamn turncoat, the Kia's weapon cutting off both Yo-Yo's arms mid-stride, robot military, Creed, I can't take it all. Oh, shit. How are we going to handle episode 100? I'm sick, guys. That is all for now." Yeah, episode 100 is... It's going to be a lot, guys.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. I am not prepared for episode 100. None of us are. And I'm really excited about that, too. I'm excited about the idea that I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm excited. I don't know. Like I said, I just love... I love how this show is mature. Like I said, there are certain things... The show is able to get so much in to its 40 minutes and do this and handle its 22 episodes well because I cut out the bullshit. We were just talking about this on Arrow. We talked about this with the Flash before. And I guess you could chalk it up as it being CW and they're writing for teens, stuff like that. But I'm like, you don't always have to write down to your audiences all the time. And I think that that's kind of hurting those other shows because I think that the people they're writing to are a lot smarter than they think they are. And let's be honest, like the whole Daisy Coulson thing would have been a problem in any other show in this episode back.
True.
We would have wasted, and not a lot of time. We would have wasted 5 minutes, but on a show that's 40 minutes, 5 minutes is a lifetime. And that's 5 minutes you couldn't have done anything else. And so they didn't do that, and we're able to get those fun moments. We got the fun moments with Zeke, getting drunk off of Zima and eating food for the first time. But it leads to a larger issue of we understand it. We understand why he would feel this way because he didn't have any of this stuff in the world he was in before. And then when you get Daisy saying, "Hey, listen, he could rat us out," you're like, "Fuck," and that is his deal. So it all has purpose. Like everything, there aren't any wasted measures anyway.
Right.
And that's why I get like the idea of, hey, yeah, why isn't Coulson telling the team that he got injured? That doesn't seem like Coulson. Coulson would do that. Well, then what? I feel like that's going to end up being a plot point now because you're right. It was how I was able to figure out that Piper was gonna betray the team. I've gotten used to the show's cadence and how they do things, and it's still done in a right way. But you're like, oh, she's a fucking turncoat. But then you see her make the decision to help the team, and then at that scene where they come back and Daisy's hugs, comforts Mac and stuff like that. In the background, you see Piper there devastated.
Yeah.
And so it's like all this stuff is here, and then you have all these questions about what was going on, or what is in this lighthouse, what are all these tools they have, and what is Hill up to? Like, we didn't get a lot of answers. We got a lot of more questions.
We did find out that they have a kick-ass water entrance to the base.
Oh, fuck yes. The fucking shit is awesome. Oh, man, yeah. So I don't know. Like, so here's the thing. So when did we meet up with Robin?
Right.
Because they have to meet up with Robin at some point. Like, there's so many things we now know, and we have now questions about. We got some answers here.
We've got to let Coulson die.
Yeah.
That's the thing that she said.
Yeah.
Coulson's going to die, and you have to let him.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's just so much, man. So much. This is why I love this show. This is why I love what it does, because it handles these topics with maturity, and it handles the writing. The writing is tight. The writing understands. There's nothing is done for a wasted measure, which again goes back to the idea of when you see something that looks like it's wasted, it then stands out to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because now it's like, okay, you guys don't waste moments, so why is that here? Why is that piece here? What is this? What does this mean? And yeah, man, I'm so intrigued with it. Ruby scares the fuck out of me because I don't even think General Hill is able to control her really well. Hill's not putting together a team, so now it's a question of who else is on this fucking team.
Ruby and Absorber Man start. It's a good start.
Well, here's
I think that's a calling Ghost Rider needs some backup.
Just saying. Didn't Eden, they mentioned Eden before.
Eden Farsi's come up, yes. He's on a list somewhere.
Yeah. So I mean, they killed Gateway. Not Gateway, yeah. Gateway. But we know Eden's around, so we really could get the Secret Warriors. I'm really excited about this, guys.
Alexander?
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe they would replace Alexander with Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it's true.
That's probably. Cool. I mean, I'm with you on that one, but now I just want to read Secret Warriors again.
Right? I'm like, ooh.
Now I just gotta.
How it's fucked up all those Secret Service agents.
Yeah. Now I just gotta read. I gotta read. Secret Warriors again. But yeah, man. This is so good. I fucking love this show. We got LMDs now. They're not even really LMDs because I guess they're just regular robots. But
they're LMDs, but they're not dressed up as people.
Right.
They're kind of LMDs. You have an email though, right?
That was the email. I read Latoya's email.
Okay, great. I thought we had another one. Sorry.
I don't think.
Yeah, this show, man. Episode 100. Like, what the fuck? Like, they took you as arms in 99.
Yeah, they took the arms in 99, got us back. So what the fuck happens in? God, I don't know what happens. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I got nothing, guys. I got nothing. Oh man. Let's see. What should we talk about? Super Tuesday recap. I know we have Star Trek Discovery coming out as well soon. There's no Insanity Check next week. We have some stuff we're gonna be working on character corner wise, but I think that's pretty much it, guys. Just keep subscribing. Let folks know. iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Super Tuesday recap.mtrnetwork.net. And follow us on YouTube. That's about it, folks. I don't have anything else major coming out. Sit tight. Episode 100 comes this week, and none of us are prepared
at all. I'm impressed the CW shows aren't taking the week off. It's very dumb of you, but nice try.
I would definitely take a week off. Well, you know what I love about this is, have you been seeing their lead up to it too? On social media? Yeah, they've been doing a really good job with that on social media. Like they've been posting old pictures, bringing some people back. It's just like, oh man, I fucking love how they've been handling it. Like, it's really good celebration. And like you said, if this is the last season, I am more than okay with it.
Hit the cat, take a bow. Thanks for everything.
Yeah. Go out on your own terms and enjoy. You deserve it. So I'm fine with it. Completely 100% fine with it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, folks, thank you guys very much for listening. We'll be back soon. Peace.